Gamers, we're back and we're here with how to play J to the D. JD like a pro. JD's nuts. Yo! And we're starting with Malian. Okay, we're starting with Malian. Unfortunate turn of events straight away, but I am going to show you. This is actually great for the guide if I win. If I lose, it's not great for the guide. But I'm going to show you how you can potentially deal with what is it called? With Malian. So, this is the last How to Play series. We have done 15 other civilizations and JD is the only one left. Okay, this is the last one, and after this one, I am retiring from AOE4 to become a Warcraft Rumble professional player. Now, we're gonna immediately make spears, and we're gonna send them across the map. So I know this might look weird what I'm doing, but it is good. So we're gonna do that straight away, and what I want to do is I want to tower rush as well. Now, this house is gonna be a bit delayed because I'm Pepega, but that's fine. You're supposed to send 4 on wood on start, 3 or 4 on wood on start straight away, but I haven't done this in a while, so I kind of forgot a little bit. Don't mind me. I'm just showing how you can play like shit and still win the game. That's all. Now, I have seen some people do the JD tower rush. You've probably heard of it, where they do the JD tower rush, but they send actual JD across the map to tower rush. I personally don't really like this. And the reason I don't really like it is because you build a tower faster, and that's cool, but you also are going to lose a lot of XP walking across the map. Now, the good thing is that if you are tower rushing and the opponent is trying to kill your villager, well, they can't really kill it because JD has a lot more HP and she does a little bit more damage, right? So it's quite decent. Now, another thing is you don't need to send a worker to make the tower immediately. You can just make it delayed. Like, it's completely okay to make it a little bit later. And what you want to have is 5 villagers, okay? So I did this a bit wrong. You can see my economy is struggling a little bit, but it's alright. So, we're chopping trees with 3 workers, and the reason for that is we want to make a tower, we want to make a house, and we want to get the gold mine eventually. I'm just going to place this right here. And I'm going to send that worker back. And how many? I have 4 spearmen. I'm going to make 1 more. And I'm immediately going for the gold mine. Now, actually, I can't make another spearman yet. The reason I'm going for a gold mine immediately, by the way, is because that's going to ruin his gold income completely. So, that's the first thing I wanna get at, because I wanna drop that income. You do want to kill the houses, but if I kill 3 houses now, it doesn't do anything. It reduces his gold income a bit, but he still has gold income, right? So, something to consider. Okay, this guy's here. Drop off the sheep and go around the map, scout more. And there we go. Now, the reason we want 5 is very obvious, but I'll say it. Maybe someone doesn't know. You go for 5 because you can fit 5 units into the tower. I know, amazing. And every time you build something, just build it with JD. So I build this with JD, so she gets more experience that way. Now, my age up is obviously delayed. This is 2nd gold, I think. And now I want to kill the far houses first. So this is very important and something that a lot of people don't do. So I'm going to kill these houses first, so when the archer comes out, the archer cannot prevent me from killing the ones close to the tower. And obviously he's aged up super quick, compared to me at least. And you can just leave them like this. You don't need to waste DPS doing that, or killing that. Okay, let's go with School of Cavalry, and we'll age up with 2 workers. plus JD, because I want, usually you age up with just JD, but I kind of want a little bit of a faster age up, because my age up is delayed. So now you can do a lot of things. You can go for 2TC, you can all in. It completely depends on you and what you want to do. Now, I personally think that this matchup is very favored for Malian. Not me personally, a lot of people think that. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put pressure on my opponent immediately. And I'm just going to go prevent him building a camp there, or the gold thing. We're going to go over here. We're going to get eco upgrades now, of course. The reason we want to get eco upgrades is I want strong economy so I can win and push my opponent and so on and so forth. Okay, his archer is coming. JD leveled up. And let's just insta go across the map. Let's not goof around. I'm gonna go with Path of the Warrior. Now, whoa, 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 what is happening? Okay, I did not expect that. He's pulling a lot of villagers to kill the tower, which I'm okay with. That is a bit of a mistake from him, but that is okay. I was gonna upgrade this tower, but now I'm not sure if I still want to do that. There's no villager here still. I'm actually gonna send a worker to repair it. Yeah, let's do that. JD is here. And the reason you want to go range JD, by the way, is javelin throwers deal bonus damage to her, so they will actually just rip her apart. Okay, let me upgrade these spearmen, because why not? And make sure you build your production buildings around TC or in the back with JD, because you don't want them to get burned or torched down after, because you're going to lose the buff on the buildings that you have. Now, I'm immediately going to actually go up. I'm going to go upwards. I'm going to destroy this so JD gets health. And we're going to go attack and continue being aggressive. I'm going to upgrade this tower. I'm repairing it as well. And I'm going to mine 100 extra stone. And I'm actually going to... I don't need that yet. I'm going to upgrade it so that it has the armor, fire armor, whatever it's called. Okay, you can go back. I didn't find a lot of sheep, by the way. I'm almost out of sheep, which is pretty bad. But it is what it is. And I can use this as a reinforced point in the front. Okay, he's got a lot of scouts. Not sure what those are for. Is this for pro scouting? Or what is this for? Oh, he's going for that, okay. I'm gonna start torching these, and I'm gonna go defend with JD and units. Oh, this is gonna finish upgrading. Very good. Very good stuff, and let's go. These guys are torching the top. He has no pit mine active right now, and I should be very good here. Boom. Now I can send a scout here to see if he's not on that gold, but I don't think he is. We got a lot on food. We got a good amount of gold. I'm a bit scared of these Malian scouts, so they wouldn't harass me or something, but they're all here. And yeah, he's definitely going pro scouts, right? Like, he's going around. Let's torch those, and I'm actually gonna go. I'm gonna intercept those scouts over there. And I'm just making a lot of units. I'm trying to keep track of his army and what army he has. He's definitely going here. Maybe he's going on my gold, but I doubt. Now, if you're gonna have constant production, look at this. If you have constant production, it's pretty good to use consecrate on your cavalry thing, School of Cavalry, but you can also just use it on your town center. I'm gonna deny this gold with Boar. He's gathering these right now. Let's go deny it. -1. Now JD can fight these, and the boar killed the worker, which is very nice. I can just fight now. Let's get a blacksmith. Let's keep making units. And this game is going really well, as you can see. Really, really well. I do want to make another, like, I want to make more production. My deer economy is really good. I can also... Okay. Let's make a couple of spearmen. I mean, he is getting some pro scouts through. Oh, did I not use this? There we go. Let's get a weapon upgrade. And yeah, this game is going really, really well for me right now. I'm just gonna burn this, torch this down completely. And let's make sure my villagers don't get harassed. I'm getting XP on JD. Now, she's not super high level, right? She's got a long way to go, but I think it's completely okay. Now, I want to make sure I destroy these so JD actually gets XP while she's there. Because if I just attack and move away, that's not going to be very good. We're going to get ranged armor as well. And because you're making villagers at a discount rate, and because I'm making knights now at a discount rate, that means that you're going to have a lot of food stacked up, way more than you would normally with other civs. We're going to have this scout here patrolling, and then we're going to go kill the boar. He took one deer and put it all the way here, so he screws me over, excuse me. He's gonna try to break this. He's got a lot of units. We want to send JD first, so that the spearmen do a charge on her. And I'm gonna try target fire Donzos. We'll use a little heal. Get some more damage in there, and I want to try to disengage. Especially trying to save JD as much as possible, because I don't want her to die. Okay. Let's make another stable. Actually, no. We'll just keep going with this comp for now. I'm going to use this on barracks because I want to transition to men-at-arms. Men-at-arm is very, very good when you're playing against Malian. So that's what I'm going to try to do. We're actually going to make more of those. And actually, spearmen, unless they have archers, is pretty decent to make against Malian. So if they have like Javelin or Donzo, making spearmen is really not that bad at all. Okay, let's try push. My JD is soonish level 3. So maybe we can look for some kind of fight here. Now, of course, I do not want to lose my army. And I am looking for play with the Aja. So I kind of don't want to, like, lose everything right now, but I also don't want to let him free. I'm going to keep using this on my men-at-arms, so the men-at-arms are going to be 75 food only to make. We're going to have 3 archer ranges, which is very, very strong, and we're going to go with Guild Hall. Now he's trying to secure this, and now we can look for some kind of fight here. Look at the amount of archers I have. Now I can just not fight here, but I think I'm in a good enough position to just go ahead and fight. The Donzas are going down. Let me use the heal. She's leveled up. We go for that. Summon that shit immediately. And it's a destruction. So now the moment I age up, I'm just gonna make a lot of men-at-arms from here on out.
Good game. Well played.
GG. So now I have a pretty good age up, and I can just go 4 barracks men-at-arms, and 2 of them are cheaper, right? So you can actually make crazy amount of spearmen, and I have triple archer range, so I can make mass archers with the upgrades, and you stop making knights. And that was game number 1. And it's a good thing that we met Malian. Now, if I went to TC, there's like a really weird thing where if you go to TC, he just goes here on gold and you actually don't deny much. So I feel like if you deny the Malian gold, you kind of want to push your advantage and not go back. Now, he did steal this deer. Well, he stole 3, I guess. I did get 1 deer pack. And the good thing about JD is everything is cheaper on food, right? So that you're not actually using a lot of food. So even though I made this whole army, an earlier army that I had, all the villagers, and I still have this berry patch, I still have the boar, and I still have this berry patch and this deer pack. So you have quite a lot more economy remaining. Should you make men-at-arm or Jeanne's units from barracks? Jeanne's units technically will have more use, and they're a bit stronger, but they're also a lot more expensive, right? So that's kind of the problem. They're 160 food and 40 gold. Men-at-arms are 100 food and 20 gold. Did I use Jeanne on my TC? Yeah, because like I said, if you're gonna commit to knights, using it on School of Cavalry is fine. I prefer it on TC because the way I see it, using it on TC is like, you're always gonna produce villagers, but there might be time where you're not gonna produce knights, right? If you transition out of the knights, especially against Malian, you wanna go men-at-arm archer. So you wanna transition into men-at-arms. So if you make 3 stables, let's say, and you use it on stables first, you might not use it later, those stables, but the TC you'll always use. So that's kind of my thought process about that. And TC should never be idle, right? Wouldn't Jeanne's units make more sense? Well, not really, because it's not... Men-at-arms are there to tank, they're not there to kill. Your archers are there to kill, so it doesn't really make sense to make less units that are strong, because then you're playing JD, or you're playing OTD, and OTD is terrible against Malians. So I would rather have more units that are tanky than less units that are tanky. When do I start, when do I stop villager production? I stopped at 140, 150, personally. Once you say more food from concentrate on stables rather than TC. So the first stable you can use consecrate, but then you should use it on TC, in my opinion. Unless you're constantly going to produce out of stables. What do I think of JD Fast Castle? If you're going to do that, you should play some other civ, probably. Do Jeanne's Raiders get bonus every day something using crossbows? No. But, funnily enough, Jeanne's Riders were a lot worse in the last patch, and they're a lot better in this patch, because this patch is very focused on crossbows. But obviously, don't use Jeanne's Riders against Malian, because they have no crossbows. What are the main advantages and disadvantages of choosing JD over French? French has better economy, right? JD will have more resources on the map longer. So what that means is if you're fighting in feudal, JD will have more resources in the long run because you're going to need to gather less to make units, right? Because your units are cheaper. But French will also have more economy because they have more villagers, right? So French is usually better to put pressure instantly, but if you're gonna play like somewhat of a longer game in feudal, I think JD is very good because if she levels up, she can actually do quite well, right? With level 3. But honestly, like in the current state of the game, they're pretty... JD and French are pretty similar to one another, but the biggest difference I would say is JD is more infantry than French is. Like most of the time with JD in castle, you do transition to mass infantry instead of mass cavalry because your men-at-arms be cheaper basically makes them like almost cost nothing, right? It's same with horsemen, I guess, but people just prefer to play JD with mass infantry. Maybe it's because it's easier to protect JD as well. I'm not sure. Now, this matchup is a very interesting one. So, I don't know what people in general think about this matchup, Mongol versus JD. But this matchup for French is a terrible matchup, but for JD it's a very easy matchup. Very, very easy matchup. So I mean, I don't know if I would say auto loss for Mongol, but it's pretty bad for Mongol. And I'll show you why. So basically, whatever he tower rushes, I'm just gonna go across the map and kill him. And that's it. Because a lot of civs play against Mongol like that. Whenever Mongol tower rushes, you just go ahead and attack their Ubu or gold across the map, unless they have like super insane spawn. And you just don't care about your gold. But JD also has a hero. So then if Mongol defends the Ubu, then you're feeding her XP. And yeah, it's pretty tough matchup for Mongol. Which is funny because JD and French are so similar, but in terms of some matchups, JD is just way better than French. And obviously, some matchups, French is better than JD. This is a good amount of sheep already. Like, if I don't find any more, I'm fine with this. Hopefully we'll find more, but if I don't, we chillin'. Okay, he used the Khan arrow. You saw it right there. I think it was right there. Which, when Mongol uses arrow like that, that means they're trying to see where your villagers are going for the gold. So they don't actually need to see your gold, they just need to see your villagers move towards the gold. The boar is right there, deer are there, so I'm gonna have to pull this boar here, maybe make a tower later on or something. How did he not get this? I guess he went like this. Okay, School of Cavalry. And I'm not even gonna like rush age up. Like a lot of people are like, oh shit, like I'm about to get attacked, so they start like aging up with like I don't know how many workers, right? But you don't need to do that because like what, you're gonna age up and the tower's gonna be there already, so what did you accomplish? You didn't accomplish shit. Now he might not be tower rushing me, although the way he used his Khan's arrow, or not arrow, but whatever it's called, kind of makes me believe that he will tower rush, but we'll see. I think I just saw spearmen there. And when Mongol is arriving, always make sure you wait, you wait, you wait, you wait. You wait. I don't know if there was no way that's Khan again. That has to be spearman. Or a worker building a tower right now. Unless. Yeah, I'm confused now. Okay, they're coming. Never mind. So we're gonna drop off. We're gonna wait. There's more spearmen coming. He's about to hit. Oh, he might be towering this. Actually, maybe I shouldn't have built the lumber camp there. Now, all this gold that I'm mining, I think his thing is about to be there. Okay, I deleted it right there. The reason I deleted it is so that he doesn't destroy it and then get the, you know, the bounty, whatever pillage thing, pillage gold, whatever it's called from it. So, and now I also got enough gold for some upgrades, which is going to be very nice. This tower, realistically, if you put it here, so if you're wondering why I didn't put it here, if he puts it here, I can torch it down within the range of TC. But if he puts it there in the back, then it's a lot harder to die with villagers just because it's so far away. I'm gonna get double broadaxe immediately. And this is a very lucky spawn. So this is the worst case scenario for me, because his Ubu is under his town center, right? So this is like the worst case scenario. But we're still gonna try to put some pressure across the map. There's the worker. So usually, this is spawn dependent obviously, but if his Uvu was like here, I can just destroy it now, right? And there's not much he can do about it. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna ignore the fact that he towered this. I'm assuming my second gold is... This is my second gold, so very... I mean, not even unfortunate, it's just a beastie spawn at this point. So my gold is behind my first gold, so kick W. It's just how the game goes, I guess. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just make some more units and try to attack this gold. Maybe I'll do a little poke now. Okay. Now he went for tear stones. Okay, and I'm making just every unit and rallying it across the map. Again, very unfortunate spawn because I can't even dive the gold properly because he has TC right there. But it is what it is. What I can do is do something like that, and we can cast this in School of Cavalry to reduce the cost of the horses. This tower shouldn't be in range of this, so that should be fine, but I can also just go on the gold here without a problem. Now, why is this a bad matchup for Mongol? Mongol is not very good in extended feudal, and the worst thing for Mongol is if we end up fighting for a long time around this stage, because eventually when my JD levels up, she's gonna be very, very strong. Oh shit. Okay, I just said how that should be fine. It is not fine. We're gonna go back a bit. Okay. We're still gonna keep massing units. We're just gonna take a little step back. Okay, let's kill that boar, and now I have full map control. Now, I think I'm gonna have to wait for my blacksmith upgrades in order to move out on the map. Like I said, because of where his Uvu position is and stuff like that. And if you manage to deny Uvu, which, like I said, most maps you will be more than able to do so, then he basically loses like the passive resource in, you know, Uvu or stone and stuff like that. So the game becomes a lot better for you. What? We're gonna build a blacksmith right there. And we can go for some kind of raiding or something around the map, maybe. Let's use the consecrate on the TC next. I'm gonna go raid. He will also run out of food at some point, right? Or wood on this map. I'm gonna get +1 range armor first because I saw he has an archer range. And I'm gonna see if he's trading. I'm gonna just see if I can harass something, attack something, whatever. I already got other eco upgrades, right? So my eco is pretty fine right now. Now the best thing he can do with this spawn is probably age up, I would say. But the thing with JD or French, if the opponent ages up, you can actually just keep producing knights, and the knights should do pretty well against whatever, you know, he's doing. Even if he's making like castle cachings or something like that. Okay. Now, I could also just break this tower in the back, by the way. Let me rally my units here now. Could also break that tower, but I have gold secured here, so I'm not really in a hurry. And another thing I can do is add another stable so that I can make knights very soon. Okay, he's got a lot of units, so he's committing to feudal, which is good to know. So I can just keep track now where he goes out on the food. I already have food sources secured, right? I'm already out on the map. Now I could use this opportunity to go and destroy his... what's it called? Destroy his tower, because I'm not doing anything, right? We can consecrate buildings while they're being built, by the way. Maybe, I don't know if you guys know that or not, but there you go. And now I can slowly ditch the spearmen and just make for just go for more and more knights, basically. Okay, let's go destroy that. I don't know if he knows I have spearmen there, but... I'll use up a heal here, why not? Okay, tower's destroyed. And now, let's transition to Archer Knight, because that's obviously the strongest thing I can go for. I think he killed one villager there, which I am okay with. And where are you on food, sir? We're gonna rally here at home. I'll make a couple of spearmen just in case Keshik run by or something. And oh yo. Oh my god, I can't believe I just did that. I just move commanded into his units. Now I don't want my JD to die, and she's taking the wrong path around. That was terrible by me. I think I'm fine. And I can say, you know what, let's do a third stable now. That was really bad. I moved commanded and I ran into his units. Oh, look at that. I think he's building a grr right there. Let's go on the back wood line again. I can also do some walling if I wanted to. Like here would be a good spot. Just do a big wall on the top. And look how many knights I'm producing, and I don't have that many workers on, like economy or workers or whatever. And now his food ran out. I'm assuming he has some pastures, but with the amount of units we're producing, it's probably not enough. And this time, I moved. I didn't move command. Isn't that crazy? Come here. Oof. JD dies. Luckily, she's like a vampire. We buy her back. And we go again. And I can even age up now. Is this traders? What is moving here? Oh, he did have units or workers here. So we can actually go for an age up here very quickly, and I can kind of start securing my base against Geshiks. Maybe a little tower in the front or something. can start using Consecrate on archer ranges now. And now he's got almost no spearmen, so we're just gonna charge in. Q ability on JD. And it's a destruction. You want to try mover in front so that you get into like the groups of units. But obviously try not to run into spearmen, you know. That's pretty bad if you do. And we can go back a bit. I can just say, you know what? Give me a moment right here. Let me recoup a little bit. And this is why you can see, like, the first fight I literally moved commandant into his units. And it's still 100% okay. Now, I could wait and for the healing ability to just top up myself a little bit. But at this point, I can just end the game. And you usually want to start using wood to make farms and transition to, you know, normal economy. And you can just use gold for actual units. Let's use the heal. And now you can just send JD here, like this. Miss your Q, like that. And then hope the second Q actually hits. He's running in TC, but I can just use my Q here. Oh! Oh my god, it's a destruction! I have a lot of archers, so if I had like just a few archers now, I would just skip upgrading them. But because I have so many archers, I am just going to upgrade and get the value. He's got a lot of pastures, which is why he has smaller army, because he's not on the outside food sources. He has smaller army than I do. And his gold is about to run out. And things ain't going good. I'm gonna get my knight upgrade. Let's go here. Let's summon these. And let's start using this on the archer ranges. I can also make some men-at-arms, because why not? And I can also start producing crossbows, which are very good. Now his gold is going to run out here soon, but I want to hit here, because this is where his production is, and the back gold is there too. Now my archers are +2 attack, so they're very, very good. We're gonna send JD in the back. Actually, in between here. Oh, that's a very good. That's a very good hit.
Good game. Well
Little
played.
heal. And that's it. GG. So like I said, this is a favorite matchup for JD, and that spawn is like, it couldn't be better for him in terms of the Uvu gold, because you can usually deny either gold or Uvu, but in this case he had both very close to each other. But if his Uvu was, let's say, here, then you just go into Uvu and you just kill it. And then Mongol doesn't get stone, because you can just deny it and then he's kind of cooked. Close game? I don't know about that. He's in feudal still. And he's got idle economy, and I'm taking relics in castle with all the buildings consecrated. I don't know if I would call it close game, but yeah. This is a very rough matchup for Mongol. Do you always 1-on-1 comp against Mongol? So for that initial push, yes. Because if they will have some spearmen, they will have archers, then they can make keshiks, right? But if you go for your own spearmen, not only it makes it focus like your spearmen with archers and stuff like that, so that your knights and archers can do better. But if he gets like braced once with spearmen versus keshik, the keshik is like insta dead. And it's all about killing the first Uvu. So it's like, it actually, I got the overlay up. It actually doesn't matter what you make at that point in a way. Like, you can make double stable horsemen in archer range. You can make whatever. Like, you just need to push. But also, I forgot, you don't have a knight on your first push, right? So you have horseman archer, so you need something for the Keshiks. Mongol has to go fast castle versus JD. I mean, long feudal does not work, and trading does not work versus JD, so I guess, like, fast castle. But then even if you fast castle, JD just makes a lot of units. And let's say you do go fast castle and you make double tower on your gold. JD will kill your Uvu and then make rams and kill your towers on gold. So I'm not sure. Is French better than JD in team games? Yes. And the reason for that is French knights come out a lot sooner. And French economy is better. So French has more knights. But again, it's not like always that simple, right? At the top level, French is considered better than JD, period. But what you always have to, like, I mean, JD is obviously second best knight civ in team games right now, I think. But you always have to consider, like, what do you gain with JD? And again, if you're playing, like, let's say you play French-English in 2v2, and English gives sheep to the French. French will still eat through the sheep very quickly, right? Eats through the food very quickly. But if you give JD sheep, JD can stay under TC for way longer than French can because your units are cheaper. So it's like, you get a lot more value long-term with JD with resources on the map, but you do have less workers, but your stuff is cheaper. So it's like a weird trade. Yeah, Mongol can't trade in that matchup. If you trade, you're gonna die. I mean, you know how I said you just go in there Uvu at the start and kill it? Imagine if he was trading. I just kill his traders. If units are cheaper, why do French tend to get more knights faster? Because you age up faster. Your economic buildings are cheaper, which might not seem like a big deal, but it's pretty decent at the start. You produce villagers faster, so you have more villagers. So JD cannot go, like, too stable immediately because you need to wait for your consecration ability. French can go 2 knights super fast. And yeah, you can technically put your JD with 2 villagers or 3 villagers to age up, but then JD doesn't get enough experience to level. So then you're delaying her leveling, which is kind of the point of the civ. And in team games specifically, JD is very hard sometimes to keep alive because it's 2v2, right? Or 3v3 or 4v4. And she's very easy to die because you're not just playing, like, against Donzo Archer. You're playing against, like, knights, longbows, and camel archers. So it's very easy to lose her. And she's also very annoying to use in team games because she's infantry and you're making knights. So it's very annoying to... Your role as a knight civ is to go around the map and raid. You can't raid with JD. Like, you need to leave her at home or with your ally, but then you're not getting XP. So, give me a sec. Did you guys see this meme? Oh, we got a game. Version solo team player. BG, new team, complains on Reddit about bad teammates. Never his fault he lost, only bad team. Mongols OP, probably isn't even good himself. French OP, gets scared by his teammates, complains about hackers in every game. Chad 1-on-1 enjoyer, reports hackers and moves on, watches guides to get better, watches replays to analyze his mistakes. GG, well played. Can leave game anytime because it's on him. Acknowledges losses because of skill issue. Ayyubid JD. Okay, we're getting the another heavy hitter today. It's day 9 of mold free content. I think it's 9 or 10, dude. It's been a while. I'm telling you, guys. I said I am mold free. Have I not been mold free? I'm just saying. Alright, building the house with JD. Like I said, I always want to build stuff with her because she gets more XP from building stuff than gathering. Now this matchup is a bit weird because Ayyubid is, like, in a way, the way it's made is like almost made to counter JD the way the civ works. And what I mean by that is like Ayyubid has camels, which is obviously counter to knights. It can fast castle, which JD is not that great at handling. And it has very good economy, or better economy than you. So it's just like not many things going on for you as JD in this matchup. But I'm going to try to explain how to play it a little bit. Now, I don't know what he's going to do, if he's going to fight in feudal or he's going to go castle rush or whatever. So we'll see what we'll end up doing. But there's a good chance if he's rushing castle, I'm going to need to make barracks in order to defend against camel lancers, because you cannot go feudal knights against camel lancers. So we'll see how the game goes. How many sheep? 5? I would like to get at least 3-4 more. Wait, he's on that side? Wait, how the fuck did I miss him? Wait, what? Oh, maybe he went like this? Okay, I'm gonna drop these off quickly. I hope he didn't go double scout. That'd be annoying. Let's just go straight away across the map. Try to catch the good vibes. Okay, we'll go archer range. I might go 2TC. It honestly depends what he goes for. But I think versus Ayyubid, it's pretty scary to go 2TC because, like I said, they can Ayyubid can age up pretty quickly, and then you can be left in a really weird situation, especially in Gorge. So I'm kind of leaning towards like getting some units out and then seeing what I'm going to do from there. Just kind of going as the game goes. This looks like Dervish Wing into Fast Castle, potentially. But it also might be Dervish into fighting in Feudal. So, like I said, we will see. Okay, I'm in front of his scout. I don't know if he even realized that I was there. I don't know if he saw me. I mean, he should have seen me, but I don't know if he saw me. With his eyes. Okay. Our eco's being good right now. Okay. Did he just give up trying to scout for sheep? Okay, I like that. And I'm gonna get a wheelbarrow too. We're gonna get survival techniques because obviously I'm gonna wanna get deer and boar. Now he might go for desert raiders immediately, which is something I need to be careful of. And if that's the case, I need to get archers immediately. Now, archers in low numbers get beat by desert raiders pretty badly. That's why you gotta build up a count to somewhat decent pretty soon. I got more sheep than him, which is very nice. Love that. Okay, let's go scout what he's doing. And what do I want to age up as? I kind of want to go. I'm not actually sure. I need to see what he's doing to make a decision for this. I'm just gonna let her gather there for now. Okay, I think he's gonna. He made a production building, so he's probably gonna be fighting in feudal to some extent. Now, JD also has a buff for her villagers where they build 100% faster, or not 100%, 33% faster, I think. Oh, this is so annoying.
Tuts audite. Times de retournard.
This is very, very annoying, but we just need to build an archer count so it can actually start doing damage against these units. Because as of right now, we ain't doing a lot of damage. I'm getting all the upgrades. My food income is a bit scuffed now because I've spent time building that tower and stuff. Okay. I'm worried about... I don't know where the Deserator went with the Dervish. What I do want to know is I want to scout and see if he's aging up or not. Very nice. We'll take that. I'm actually going to go and do forward tier first so that I can gather those out. So that if we fight, you know, I have deer in the back side. Let's see if he's aging up or not. If he's aging up, I'm going to need to potentially make a rams and push. And maybe make barracks for spearmen. Okay, he is aging up. Or I think he's trying to age up. This is when I want to upgrade tower. Let's not let that happen. Okay, he does not have enough. So now I know what's up, and now we gotta push. I would like to get +1 ranged armor, I think, next. Okay. Is he aging up? Oh, he's definitely aging up. You can build a ram with your JD as well. Don't forget that. And I don't know what his production buildings are like, but I probably need to make what's it called? Barracks very, very soon. Okay, let's go. He doesn't have this tower upgraded, so that's nice for me. But I should be able to deny this gold pretty much immediately. Okay, let's add barracks, because he's probably going to go knights, right? Or camel lancers in this case. Eco-wing is done for him. I'm going to put the knight there patrolling. And let's go around now. See if we can push from the other side a bit. It would be really big if I could pick these off, actually. Nice, doing a lot of free damage there. Okay, let's push this. I really want to start picking off units, because the more units he has, the worse or the harder it's going to be for me to fight. Okay, very nice. He was on that gold, he ran away. I lost the ramp because I'm shit. Oh. Now I want to keep him off the gold, so I know he's going to be trying to get that gold no matter what. Now I can use this. I'm going to rotate this side. Oh, there's a very good chance that he's going to be out of food soon. Kill the Desert Raider first with archers. And maybe try to focus fire these guys. Okay. It's a very good fight for me. That's dead. Nice. And that's pretty good. We just keep doing this, and we keep denying him gold, and we keep denying him food, and that's how we get the W here. Now he's definitely out of gold, so I can kind of stop making spearmen a little bit, and I can make a better attempt at aging up. I got a tower here, so food is secured there. I have a knight here patrolling. He's probably on this gold now. Yep, he's on that gold. We're gonna go hit that immediately. Now have in mind, he is ahead 7 workers. Oh my god, he has units there. Have in mind he has 7 workers more because of the age up. So even if you kill 7 workers, you guys are even economy. You're not, like, ahead. Hey, workers. We kill all that. Like, he's out of food now, so he has to go somewhere. We run away. Guild Hall age up. I'm actually gonna push. He's sending his what are they called? He's sending his lancers here, but I have a tower. And now we're gonna stop making knights, and we're gonna transition to just spearman crossbow now. We're gonna upgrade all our shit. Ooh, that's gonna be a big kill. That's a GG right there. I didn't upgrade my archers. GG. And there it is. Why Guild Hall? Because the other landmark is not gonna give me many useful things. It's gonna give me like biology, which I don't want. The other landmark is very all-in. It's like you're hoping to end the game in castle, because once you go imperial, the landmark is useless. So guild hall, you let it stack food, and then you can age up to imperial with 2,000 food from guild hall. When do we use the cock? I mean, so far the matchups are like not very good for cock. Like Mongol is obviously a very aggro matchup. Ayyubid is aggro matchup, and then you have Malian, which is like if you go cock, they go cow boom, so you're kind of dead. Like cock is more against macro civs, right? Like China, or you can do English. You can do that strategy, or Jushi Legacy, you know, stuff like that. But against aggro civs, can't really do that. Against Japan, I mean, against Japan, realistically, you want to play like I just did against Ayyubid, but you could potentially also go for like trade into, you know, Knight Spearman or something like that. Who the fuck is this? Is this the guy that plays only OP civs? Is Ravain? Yeah. This guy plays like HRE, Biz, English, Abbasid. Maybe he added to Delhi now. Biz, I assume. He never played Abbasid? Okay. French? No, wait. Wait, this ain't that guy then. Okay, this is kind of like a mirror, but not really. Now, it's another matchup that JD is not good in. And earlier, when I was talking about team games, the same reason why in team games JD is not as or not as good as French, it's the same reason why it's weaker in French in 101. If you go for any kind of harassment, it's a lot harder to bring your JD with, because you have all night comp. And French will have more workers, so better economy. But they will run out of food faster, so that's kind of like one good thing for you, I guess. Like, you don't play this matchup too much, where it's like it's gonna matter crazy amounts, but yeah, when you do meet it, like, he should have more knights, so yeah. Maybe I'll open with, maybe I'll go knights into barracks or something, we'll see. So his scout went this way, because this sheep is very close to his base and he didn't take it. Okay, I thought that would be his TC, but because I didn't want to show him my scout, but now he knows where my scout is, so it is what it is. Ubi vado.
Mais
Oh my god, my gold is so far away. And it's obviously forward, you know. And his gold? I mean, I haven't seen it on this side. But maybe it's forward too, Copium? I think I'm gonna go, like, if you go knights and he goes knights, I think that's gonna be a pretty bad time for you. Because like I said, you're just gonna have less knights. You're gonna have cheaper knights, but you're gonna have less knights. That's why I'm thinking about opening, going barracks too. So going like barracks knights to slow down the game. Going to slow down the game, and then once I slow down the game, then we can go back to kind of full knights. It's kind of what I'm thinking right now. But we'll see how that's gonna be working out. Also, another thing is, if you're aging up with 1, aka with JD, your age up is gonna be a lot slower, right? And his knights also arrive first. So not only has more knights, but they also arrive first. So for those reasons, this matchup's kind of, you know, weird, but it is what it is. Now, I need to make sure one thing to scout, which is to see if he's going for 2 town centers. Sometimes people go to TC, so I'm gonna try to scout for that. I got a good amount of sheep, which is very good for me. I do want to build a tower here, most likely, so that's gonna be something to go for. And I'm not even gonna leave the worker here. I'm just gonna send it home because I don't want him to like come with the first line and pick it off or something. For those sheep, love that. Look at damn sheep. Let's get a wheelbarrow. We're gonna get upgrades immediately because this is, out of all the games out there, this is not gonna be a game where either of us goes fast castle, okay? Just gonna kill that. If he starts attacking this tower with the guy, I have to put more workers. Yeah, he has back gold, of course. Of course! So right now my goal is to not take damage. Yeah, it's got back gold. So yeah, if I went into the endeavor of massing knights, that would be pretty kick W for me. Like if we just went mass knight versus mass knight. I want to wall this immediately. The reason you wall this, and a lot of people ask me this sometimes, like, why do you wall there? You wall there so you can't rotate around your base easily. That's why you do it. We're gonna go archer. Archer can sometimes help you snipe kings. Kings also in FFA, but it helps you snipe low HP knights. Look how much faster the knight is. Oh no, we just chill. I leveled up my JD as fast as humanly possible, so that's nice. I'm gonna pull these guys a little bit to the other side. And I can go and spread these deer out a little bit, just to mess him up a little. I'm doing damage with my scout, spreading deer. Okay. Any damage is good damage. Look at that. Now that deer gathering is going to be a lot worse for him. He's spreading my deer as well. The difference is I can just go out there and beat his ass. Wow, he's going spears too. Okay, I did not expect that. I'm very surprised about that. Yeah, he doesn't need to do that, but I would love to wall this. Can I? Now I'm gonna go mass knight.
Equites attendent ici. Cavalamus.
Sergentes, attention.
Quedonde. Secundmond. Equites sunt paratus. Quedme.
There's a sheep there too. If I could wall that, that'd be really nice.
Si sommet. Equites attendent ici.
Got the mining upgrade. And now the longer the game goes, he's gonna have more workers, but I'm gonna have cheaper units, which I prefer to have what he has. What the fuck did he know about that? Oh, he's on this tier.
Tous mauvais. Sergentes, attention.
Can I fight them?
Equites move equites.
Audite, ordinaire.
Equites est facile, cavalier. Equites apparate equites. Paratus ordine tenet. Te escoltet. Si.
Ooh, I'm gonna wait for my JD. I'm gonna wait for my JD and try to really, try to really get back. Ooh, that's gonna be good damage on both sides. Oh yo yo, oh yo yo, it's a distraction. Oh yo yo, he's not paying attention. Oh yo yo, okay, that's not good for me. What the fuck happened? I canceled my arrow somehow?
Escolte bene. Eccelim quadro capé. Dams de retournar.
Toutes auditées. Quoi de labour? En linea simoniet. Equites attendent. Commemon. Obeyo. En linea equites. Si comprendo. Equites attendent ici. Attention. Non parate. Escolte bene. Comme i trenca. En linea equites quitte. Equites. Eccelim mandement.
Colonnes chic.
Toutes arrêtées. Est. Quedon. Orchest. Oh.
Baché.
Cavallo ici.
Col en linea equites. Comme scolte
I
bene.
forgot I can buy her back.
Si comprendo. Perons gloria. Point d'ordine.
Okay.
Espero tu mandement. Mort cavalier.
I got the healing upgrade for my knights,
Equite vassals in avant.
which is very nice. I didn't know he's gonna go for the fucking spearman, man. I would have gone melee JD if I knew he's gonna go for that. He messed up that, so I'm gonna go take advantage of it.
Toutes audite.
Toutes auditées. Espero tu mandement. Sivolier. Out Sivolier.
I'm gonna use it on TC now. Dude, if I knew he's gonna make spearman, I would have gone melee JD. Look how many more units he has. Do you guys see that? He has like so many more units, it's not even close.
Attention, novos ordines.
Caval par ambulo.
Ordine tenet. Ok.
C'est si volé.
Attention. Novos ordine commemonte. Audite milites. Farate equites. Equite bene. Colme. Si comprendo. Acce move.
Quel labo.
Attention, facile. Cavalier. Toutes audite. Paratou. Audi. Ok. Ordine tenet. Ite fait parate. Cavalamus equites.
Chaché.
Equites si comprendo. En ligne.
Cheval para. Comprendo. Si ambulo.
Parate orchestre.
Caval par. Courgonco. Venez.
Attention, mes membres. Ordine equites. In avant.
Okay, we'll take that, I guess.
Si sommes.
Eccelim escolte.
Est facile, cavalier.
I kind of want to age up, actually. I think he's gonna have so many units soon that I'm going to get completely overwhelmed. His deer pack is pretty safe on both sides. He has safe boar. Look at his army. 1316. I guess I'll make some more. Does he have scouting back? I don't think there's a scout in that army. I'm gonna get a charge. Heal up. Now that's very good. Aging up or leveling up. Don't lose the knights, don't lose the knights, don't lose the knights. What? Oh my god, I forgot I have ranged JD. I tried to use the fucking AOE ability. I tried to use AOE, I was like, what is happening? It's not going off. Okay, now the cool thing about JD is you can go and harass with her. Now I have this boar blocked and I can use it to my advantage. But the cool thing, if you level Archer JD, you can actually do some good harassment. This does 100 damage now. We can use this thing on Archer ranges now. These guys are healing up nicely. Let's go on the boar. Now I could go for the other. Ooh. I could go for the landmark that I can't remember the name of. Dude, my... No way! Do you know how close my fucking heal was? It was like half a second there. That's fucking crazy. I could go for... You know what landmark I'm talking about. The, I don't know what's it called. This is the problem. But you know which one I'm talking about. But I don't want to all in. Like, I feel like I'm in good enough position to just play on. I aged up, but I'm going to use my gold to buy JD. I know this is a bit of a disaster because I want to be upgrading my units right now, but... what is what it is. I can do something like this. Kill the scout, so he has less vision. Right? And now we go crossbow. And one of the very good upgrades to get is this, because it also reduces the gold and the wood cost of your units that you're gonna have, which is very, very big. I actually want to get that ASAP because I have a lot of buildings consecrated. Now, he might try to buy some time so he can age up, but another good thing that JD is really good against, that's range JD, is actually sniping siege. You can pop mangonels really, really well with JD. Yeah, I'm gonna go push. I don't want to chase him around. He's either here or here. Also, he's out of gold, and all his golds are forward. So he got a pretty good spawn in terms, or he got back here, so it's like, you know, good stuff. But regarding golds, he kind of got screwed over a bit. I'm gonna have to run here.
Apertisez vostre courage, compagnons! Chevalier! Je suis votre Alarson! Apertisez votre tous bande de commande!
And now, I have more units. Look at this. Monastery, let's go get relics. Let's get some micro upgrades. Did I get this? Okay, I did. Let's get +1 range attack. Let me go for those berries, because I'm pretty sure his stuff is there. And another good thing about range AD is you can one-shot workers with Q. He might try to do a run by, actually. I'm gonna go back. He might be here again. He's just doing run-bys because he's behind, so he's trying to make something happen in different ways, right? Now, his army is much stronger if you have lower numbers, but once you get high enough numbers of crossbows, then you'll trade a lot better. Let's heal up. Consecrate, we can use it. Oh, yo, yo. I took some villager losses, but I think it's okay. Oh, yo, yo. Oh, yo, yo. What the fuck happened here? I mean, he got really good counterattack damage, but he's got no army now, so that's a bit of a problem for him. Oi, oi, oi.
Bien vos ordicte vos incon pour vos servir. Or le ferai.
Access retrayet vos appoints.
Oyez les ordonnances.
Est tous some avant, mes seigneurs. Soyez prêts, compagnons. Attendez les commandements.
Oyez tous le monde. Lors bâti, je sais tu.
Second TC right there. Second TC for me too. Oh, he's making 3 TCs. Okay, I mean, he's got the same idea as me, I guess, but the difference is I have units, and I think he's out of units. He's gotten the farm transition down. Down. I'm gonna buy some food.
Reste suisse de vos services. Bien vos
And I think we're chilling. He has no gold, right? This game is over. He has no gold. He is behind in villagers. I hope he is behind in villagers. I'm not actually sure if he is. My JD is very close to level 4. Oh, he's on 4 TC! Wait, hold the... Whoa, hold the phone, brother. You gotta... Hey, you gotta chill right now, dude. 4 TC? I can't let you do that. That's crazy. I'm blocking all the goals. That's kind of what I care about right now. Now, I could also transition to barracks, by the way, and just go crossbow barracks. Actually, I'm just gonna keep making knights. Okay. JD farming a little bit. I just want to finish, like, kill him now because he has a good farm transition and he's making a lot of villagers and he's got farms and shit, but I don't want to let this game get out of hand too much. So I have guild hole, right? And he doesn't. So another thing I can do. Is one of these things. So I just used up my guild hall and I can put it on stone next. And look how much look how many resources I have. And that's how you age up to Imperial with JD and French. You just use the guild hall food and you age up, and then you can transfer it to gold or stone or whatever else you want. So yeah, that was a bit of a sloppy game for me. I haven't played this matchup in a very long time. Yeah, you can see I lost a lot of villagers here. So a bit of a sloppy game, but yeah. And you can see here how he was just ahead in workers, like, because he produces them faster. So he's just getting ahead, and then I killed a lot of workers here with harassment, so I equalized the game. And once you equalize the game, then it becomes like same economy, but your stuff is discounted now, right? And another thing is, if you look at the resource gathered, look how much less food I used in this game. Or how much less food I gathered because my stuff is discounted, right? In fact, it should be 25% less food used, which is a thing about right. And obviously I have more gold. All right, last game of the series, actually, of the not just JD but like the whole series. This is it. It's been a good ride, but after this, I'm quitting Age of Empires 4. That's right. Psych. I'm gonna be Warcraft refunded player. But it is the end of this series. This is the last game. And I'm going to be playing against English. And I'm going to be showing you how to play against English. He will be playing what is the most commonly played right now, at least at the top level. But I think people that are playing it at lower levels too. Which is English 2 Town Center. Now, English King 2 Town Center. So this game, we're going to treat it like it's a boom civ. Which, you know, if you go to TC, you are booming, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go for Beastyqt. Now, even if player goes for council hall, you can still go for chamber. Like, it's not like you can only do it against UTC, because Chamber of Commerce just gives you free extra villagers, basically. Except in some matchups, it's just hard to get the traders even going because of the knights or whatever else. So, trade is not in the greatest spot. You obviously want to have it in the corner, but it is what it is. And we're just going to treat this game like we're playing against the Boom Civ, where the opponent is going to town center. So this is how you can play against English, you know, Ayyubids, China, Jushi Legacy, Roosted goes to TC, even you can do this against, and you can just try it in different matchups. Now, the reason why I kind of like JD 2TC more than I like French, or sorry, JD trade more than I like French, is because you force your opponent to attack you, right? Because you're trading, so they want to do damage to you. But you have knights. But not only that, because that's what French has too. Not only you have knights, but you actually have a hero that levels while fighting. So there's some civs that don't want to fight you, right? Because they don't want to give you XP. But because you're going for Chamber of Commerce and you're trading, now they have to attack you. So then the game is in this weird state for them where they don't want to fight, but they have to, and then they're giving you XP and levels and so on and so forth. Now, one thing to note is if you're getting super all-in, like someone is doing a council hall all-in, just get the thing, right? Build a market, and just get your upgrades. Don't build any traders, and you're just chilling. You're gonna get, you know, 4, 5, 6 extra workers in traders from your upgrades. But you don't need to commit to making more traders, because if you're both on 20 villagers, you have 3, 4 traders extra, you're ahead already. So all you need to do is just make units and play it on like you're just fighting in feudal. Now, you always want to get forestry immediately when you do chamber. And the reason is very simple. You want to have an upgrade done the moment your chamber finishes. And that one is like super cheap. It's 1633, so it's super cheap to do. And you're gonna get trader guaranteed. And now you can also go for wheelbarrow here, get that nice and started. Or you can go survival techniques into wheelbarrow to make sure there's no interruption in your trader creation from chamber, because you get a free trader for every eco upgrade that you have. Oh, is this? Okay, this is potentially a nice... Okay, I might... Yeah, I'm gonna need to wall this off, but that's very, very nice. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send the worker already there, because I want them to do full trips immediately. I don't want to wait super long for that. So now I have 2 eco upgrades research, which means we're gonna get 2 free villagers. I'm gonna rally this here. Now, one thing that you have to pay attention to, I mentioned it earlier, the walls take twice as long to make than before. So you cannot wall off the map as easy as you were able to before, but you know, you can still do it relatively easy, right? Look at that. Look at that. And immediately we want to queue up the upgrades, more upgrades, because we want to make sure we're getting those free traders coming out from eco upgrades ASAP. JD is done. Let's go for the warrior. Now, keeping the warrior against English is a little bit difficult because there's the second TC. Good TC sit down from him. Keeping the melee JD can be a bit difficult to maintain, and the reason for that is of the longbows, right? So that's something I'm gonna... Oh my god, the wolf. So that's something I'm gonna have to be careful of. And we're almost done with that. I'm getting this eco upgrade too. Now, you could also potentially go pro scouts, because technically it counts as eco upgrade, so you get free trader from that. But usually if you're trading, you kind of have to like own the whole map in order to be able to trade. So if you're trading, you kind of have the map control, if that makes sense. So you can just go to whatever food and get it there, right? Okay. let's extend the trade full way. Now the king should be out soon, which is why I want to make my knight ASAP. And I want to defend that. Now the next thing that's important is not only to defend against the king, but it's also important to know, is he all-inning or is he going to fast castle? Now I told him to do 2 TC king, because I think that's probably for the booming part of the guide. Okay, there's the king. Okay, we can also start working on big wall here. But you have to be careful. Like, if he was full all-inning here, I would probably choose to go for production buildings instead of building these massive walls. So it's just something that you have to kind of see, scout, calculate, whatever. I'm gonna send my scout across the map because I want to scout what he's going for. He's trying to kill my villager. No. Not today. I'm gonna build another stable, and that scout might be dead. Yeah. And I'm gonna build my, I'm gonna use Consecrate on my TC because I know that I'm gonna be making villagers for a while, so I know that it's gonna be properly used. Now again, this is a big ass wall, and if he was making longbows and spearmen already, I would not be doing that. But I know that he went to TC. So let's scout. And we can scout. The easiest way is to see how many workers he has on gold, if he's going super fast castle or he's gonna fight. Okay, this is fast castle. Because this is fast castle, I'm gonna chill a little bit on the army production. And actually no, I'm gonna still produce some units, but I'm gonna start making traders. Okay, I'm gonna put more on wood and I'm gonna start making traders, because now we're basically playing a macro game, except I'm not making 50C, I'm making... Oh, yeah. Can I run away here? Almost. Except I'm not making second TC, but instead my traders are my second TC, if that makes sense. Another thing you can do is what I'm going to show you right here. You can actually go for blacksmith and then get the upgrade for range armor. And as he's aging up, you can hit this timing where you, as he's aging up, you just attack with a crap ton of knights and you just kill a crazy amount of villagers. Because what it looks like, he's going fast castle without any units almost. This knight is pretty annoying, but it is what it is. That's his job, or king. This guy is still walling. I'm gonna leave one knight there just to follow him. And we're gonna start consecrating the stables. No, you cannot consecrate, what's it called? You cannot consecrate trade, just so you guys know. Let's go on deer in the back. I'm getting +1 ranged armor, and we're gonna do that timing I was talking about. And we're almost connected with the walls, which is really good. Because usually fast castle, people who fast castle with English, they go for knights. So this is gonna secure me nicely. And here we go. Now I want to try to keep my JD alive. Look at that. Perfect timing. Oh my god. Look at that. We go in. And now I have +1 range armor. Look at that. And now we just delay his stuff. We can even go further. Just dive in. Just go for it. Look at how much idle time we're causing here. He's steering right now. He is worried. And we're just spamming traders behind it. He's target firing my JD right now. Okay. JD's probably dead here. But I would like to keep my other knights alive. And I feel like I did good amount of damage there. So let's go back. My wall is complete. Let's block that. Boom. I'm getting the healing upgrade, and I just did some good damage while also booming, just like he is. My god, did these villagers just push the deer off completely there? Full walled. I'm enjoying the game right now. I'm chilling. I could buy JD actually. He has just finished aging up as well. JD is up. The reason why you want to buy JD is because you will get Consecrate. Like, Consecrate does not, or any abilities do not recharge while she's dead. So you kind of want to buy her back so your stuff recharges. Age up, Guild Hall, of course. And right now I'm going to go for more stables. Now the reason I'm going to go for more stables is, like I said, usually at this point the game turns into English player making knights and trying to get relics. But if he goes infantry, then I'll just control the map with just crazy amount of knights, which I'm fine with as well. Let's use conscript there. I'm still producing traders. Let's do a little poke here. Okay, -1 worker. We're producing some stuff. I need to find his production buildings, because right now I don't know what he's making. And that's a king. Was that a knight I just saw? He might not have production buildings. He might be making from White Tower. I think I just saw... Let's go for the eco upgrade. The reason we want to go eco upgrade is so that we basically buff up our eco, but we also get free traders, right? So it's a double value. I think I saw a knight earlier move, but I'm not 100% sure. We go monastery. Now the reason I go monastery is not because I need relics, it's because I don't want him to have relics. And let's go mining upgrade. I'm gonna leave one knight there. Let's go for that relic first. Now JD in this game, okay, he is going knights, okay. So that's good, because I committed to a lot of stables right here, so that's nice. Now, my gold is secured, right? And his is not. So basically, I'm gonna have gold that's you know, coming in. We're chilling, but he has gold that's gonna run out eventually, so he's gonna need to go there or there, which is when I can pounce a little bit. Okay. Now, there's another relic down there that I haven't scouted. And you can see how much food I have, even though I'm producing knights. This is really big pickoff. Really big pickoff right there.
How long does it take for a knight to regenerate?
I have no idea. I don't know anything about numbers in this game. Maybe King dead? King dead? What? 0 XP? Am I joke, dude? I don't know anything number-wise in this game, so I'm the wrong person to ask. I don't know if you ask to generate or regenerate, but either way, I got no clue. Okay, let's go for some houses. We're still making traders. I might be able to get the relic. Look at that. Now I want to slowly start thinking about transitioning to farms. Because I'm not going to have food forever. You're going to go around just in case. Oh, I forgot to get this. I thought I got it. To reduce the gold discount on my knights, which is pretty big. Hey! He took my job! I can already start making some farms here. I can't let you do that, brother. He's gonna wallow low, but wallow no. Okay, JD is dying. I'm trying to move her, but she's like so insistent on just being forward in front of everything. I can get him to move now. We produce more trade. Run! Aye. Okay, we're gonna sit here and try to deny that. Now, what I want to do at this point with all the trading and stuff, I want to eventually start thinking about stonewalling, because I don't want my what's it called? I don't want them to like run by and kill my stuff and all that. Consecrate, let's use it on stables. I picked up all the relics except that one that's right there. He's got a lot of knights. I'm gonna have to forfeit that relic. Now his knights are gonna be better under the buff, right? Under the network buff. But my knights are gonna be better when we don't fight there. And what I can do here is I can almost age up. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. And I can try to hit this huge biology timing. And meanwhile, what I can also do is just go for a little bit of harassment. I think he's getting gold here on the top side of the map, because I didn't see him here. And it would also make more sense to be on the top side of the map, to be fair. Let's go for some more eco upgrades. And let's go for sacred sites. Because why not, right? Maybe start triggering sacred site win. And I can take the food from the guild hall and just age up with that. And let's build it right there. The reason we're building it there is because I just want to block this gold and just have a good foothold in the middle of the map. I don't really care about gold. I'm not going to be mining it. How many traders are we on? 41. Okay. Now, what I like to do with JD, I like to somewhat keep all my production building near the same spot. That way you know which ones you have used the ability on. So it's quick to be like, oh, where did I use? Because if you put buildings all over, you'll be like, oh, where do I need to use the ability? And it's too much looking around. If that makes sense. I can also buy stone, by the way, at this point, because I have so many resources. I can just go ahead and buy that. And we can also start walling with stone walls. Can get villager HP upgrade. My JD is still level 2, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. I still have some food here. We upgrade that. Oi, oi, oi! Oi, oi, oi! Watch out! We can get tithe barns. Why not? Let's get eco upgrades. We get some free traders. And another thing we can do is we can get the university for biology. And when I get biology, we can just go all out. I can... Okay, I bought some wood. Let's go here. Let's get university. I'm gonna try to prevent the sacred sites here, because maybe we'll go for sacred site W right there. Now, if he goes in, he will do some eco damage, but there's a very high chance he's also going to lose everything. So, for him to go back there is a good decision, especially now that my knights are upgraded. He's going to decap this, but honestly, whatever. I'm going to go for rider companions. Now, this is the one where these guys do extra damage versus crossbows, which is pretty good, because he's probably going to be making crossbows. Let's go for companion equipment, so they're stronger. And let's get biology. Now, JD can also capture sacred sites. A lot of people forget that or don't know that. But she can capture sacred sites in
Advertence. Voici les
Castle Age.
Soyez prêts, frères.
Oyez tous, nous avons un fort. Allez.
Okay, and now whenever you have extra wood, like you can just use it to, or extra gold, or you can just use it to buy wood. Like right now, I have no wood. I can just buy it and put 8 farms down.
J'attends vos advices.
Okay. We're walling off that side. We can start walling off the top side too, if I want to. And I can start walling from the sacred side. Now, you don't want to wall, like, too far out. The reason for that is if you're walling too far out, then the opponent might break it and then run in past your stuff, and it becomes very hard to defend. So, like, if you wall here, he can just break it and then your whole base is open, which is why this side I've kind of went a little bit easier on how far the wall is. But this side, because I'm walling 2 sacred side, I think is okay to do. He's on the bottom gold. This gold is mined out. So he's on that gold. Biology is about to be completed. And then I'm going to dent him in. Look at that crossbows. Beautiful right there. And I'm just going for it. These guys are going to hit the gold. And when those guys hit the gold, I'm going to hit this base.
Attendez vos deux. Je me mets en la
Look at that. Hitting the gold. And I'm going to hit the main base at the same time. And he has to choose. Where do you want to take damage? Do you want to take damage to the left or do you want to take damage to the right? Because the damage is being taken, sir. You just got to choose where the damage is going to be at. Now we go in here. Boom. Move. Okay. And yeah, I have biology now, so these guys are super tanky. We can send these in the back. Workers. And that's going to be GG. And from here on out, I have 3k gold per minute. And I can just hold down the night button. If I want to transition to more farms, which I need to, I can just buy like 2,000 wood if I want and just place 30 farms and that's it. Now, the interesting part with JD is you actually need less workers than a lot of the other civs. And the reason for that is if other civs in the current patch need about 50 to 60 workers to spam units, with JD you probably need like 35 to 42 because all your units are 25% food cheaper. So you can cut off 25% of the workers, you reduce the worker amount by 10 to 20, depending on how many you want, how many you have, and you'll still be in a pretty good spot, right? So at this point, if you just hold your position, you can just spam gold units forever, and you can spam hand cannoneers if you goes for spearmen, you can go crossbow, you can go whatever. Now the best part about French and JD trade is not only you're getting 1 gold every 6 seconds, kind of like English farms, but better, but you can also get wood. So if you're playing on a map and you run out of wood, you can just select like 17 traders and you can put them on wood, so you can spam mangoes forever. So yeah, and the only time where you should be going for Royal Institute, which is the castle landmark, is only when you're all in castle or you're sure you can win, or if you just win the fight, you'll win the game. Otherwise, Guildhall is always better. It basically, the way it works, the way it generates food, whenever you have 2,000 food in the guild bank, it's like you're basically free imperial. It just costs gold because you have food from Guildhall, and then you can switch it to gold or stone or wood or whatever else. GG. Lockman, thank you so much for the game. Oh, he left already, but GG. And thank you for the game, I appreciate it. I remember when French Trade gave stone as well. Yeah, I remember that too. And also, if you guys don't know, I mean, this has been changed a while back, so maybe a lot of players don't know this, but Guildhall generates stone 50% slower. So, example, I'm just giving random numbers. If in 10 minutes you get 2,000 food, you will get 1,000 stone only. So only stone is reduced, gold, wood, and food you get at a normal rate. Is it better to put Guildhall on food? When you age up with Guildhall, just leave it on food. Why do I think JD win rate is so much higher than French on ladder? Because people don't know how to play against JD, like the hero itself, and they probably feed it too much XP and stuff like that. Alright, so JD, that was the how to play with JD. You know what's funny? This is my main account, and we just went up like 60 rating or something. So, JD, let's start with the hardest matchups. The hardest matchups for JD are Byzantine. That's a pretty rough one. Now, I don't think it's impossible to win, but it's pretty hard. Now, Ayyubid is not necessarily impossible to win. You could actually all in Ayyubid pretty effectively in feudal, because your hero is leveling, right? So the longer you're fighting, you can actually get level 4 in feudal against Ayyubid, right? Depending how long you fight. So Ayyubid versus JD, it's not super favored for Ayyubid. Ayyubid is strong, but I think JD can be played. So the worst matchups, in my opinion, for you are going to be Byzantine, because they can go limit to 8 javelin throwers. And then what Byzantine player can do is wait for you to pick out your JD, whether it's melee or ranged. If you take range, you can go javelin throwers. If you take melee, they can go longbows. And then good luck leveling that JD. It's going to be dead all the time. I think Ayyubid is pretty rough for JD. So Byzantine, Ayyubid, Holy Roman Empire is probably your worst matchup. And then we have Malian, that is pretty bad. And then, last but not least, and I think this might be one of the very few cities that can say this, but Order of the Dragon is a very bad match for you. The reason for that is killing Order of the Dragon units is very difficult. So getting XP from them is very difficult. They hit very hard, so your JD can get snapped like this very quickly. OTD crossbows will absolutely butcher JD in Castle and Imperial. Like, she will get sniped like this. And if you go for the melee JD, it's actually not good at all against OTD, because you're not AoEing same amount of units as you are against other civs. So the amount of damage you're doing with your Q ability is way lower than against other civs. Not to mention, if you actually run into spearmen to try to do a Q, 4 spearmen will poke you and literally kill her, because they do like a fucking 60-70 damage per hit. Now, if you go range JD, sniping units sounds cool, but OTD units have so much health, the feudal and to some extent the castle JD will not get a lot of value. So yeah, it is a pretty rough matchup, I would say. But same goes for HRE, and not to mention OTD, like knights, like 3-shot JD if she is level 2. So yeah. Now let's talk about all the matchups individually. So Byzantine. Now, your best chance to winning this matchup is if they're going with longbows, you kind of want to play it like JD versus English, where they go spearman longbow. That's the best way to put it, except their spearmen also have range damage reduction. And most of the time, what you want to do against Byzantine as JD is actually overmake archers. Now, this is probably the only matchup you're doing this in, because most of the matchups you want to have a balance between knights and archers, or go mass knights. But against Byzantine, you want to overwhelm with archers. Why? You still want to make knights, but you want to have like 2 stables, 4 archer ranges in feudal, like mid to late feudal, let's say. The reason for that is, if they go javelin throwers, just having like 1 or 2 archer ranges, you're building just enough archers for him to conveniently snipe them. But if you overmake archers, you can actually one-shot javelin throwers, which Byzantine cannot make infinite amount of, and then he's only stuck with Limitane, and you got a lot of archers left. And then once you kill those, your knights can kill whatever else. Same thing if they go longbow. If you manage to kill the longbows, like their mercenaries are the problem. So as long as you snipe those, Limitane become very killable versus archers. But overall, I would say this matchup is rough because they have better eco than you. They can hit castle faster than you. and they will simply outproduce you by quite a large margin. Japanese, I will put Japanese in a Castle Rush Civ department. I don't think Japanese counters JD, but I would assume that this matchup is not good for JD. I haven't played it recently, and the reason for that is Japanese can rush castle with like maybe double tower setup on their gold, and once they age up, they can go on Mushas, which can kill your spearmen and your knights pretty easily. But I would say the same way I played against Ayyubid earlier today is the same way you want to play against Japanese. Just try to put some pressure on them. Abbasid, just one TC all in and hope it works. Do not try to trade, do not try second TC. No. Ayyubid, we played China and Jushi, assuming they go 2 town centers. Or basically, what I like to play against China and Jushi is Cock, because you force them to either attack you and then you're fighting and your JD is leveling, or they go for boom, which then you boom as well, but you're booming with trade and they're booming with TCs, so you should be in a better position there. HRE and OTD, like I said, they're very rough matchups. I would suggest you to try find some games from pro players from JD point of view where they're winning, but I would say the hardest part is becoming or staying even when you both are in castle. That's the hard part. It's not that you're actually having a hard time fighting in castle. It's like getting to castle at the same time as them and being even is the hard part. Delhi, now this is an interesting part, but Delhi is one of the few civs that is pretty good against, that JD is pretty good against Delhi. In feudal, and you kind of want to fight against Delhi in feudal, and Delhi players will actually try to get away from feudal, because the longer you fight in feudal, it's first of all, it's knights against Ghazi raiders, and then if they go spearmen, you have JD that's melee that can do a lot of damage. But also, if you level up to level 3 in feudal, it becomes a lot of a bigger problem for Delhi. So Delhi actually wants to avoid fighting against JD in feudal age. So I think this is a pretty good matchup for JD. English, we just played it. I think any Knight Civ against English is better for the Knight Civs, simply because they can control the whole map. Malian versus JD is a very hard matchup, but we played the very first game against Malian, so I hope you guys learned something there. Mongol, one of the easier matchups for you. Ottoman is a funny one. You might think that Ottoman is very good against JD because of Janissaries, but JD, like I said earlier, usually focuses on infantry. So you can just go men-at-arm crossbows, and because crossbow playstyles are so strong right now, JD and French have the best crossbows in game, together with OTD, I guess. So you can have a pretty good matchup into castle, and then also siege is worse, which is pretty good for you since JD doesn't make a lot of siege. And interesting thing, don't get baited into going melee JD against Ottoman. Go for range JD because you can snipe siege. Okay, so whenever they have mangonels, you can pop them pretty quickly, especially now that siege HP is nerfed. And then last one is Rus against JD. This is a matchup where I would comfortably go for 2 town centers. Now, because Rus is kind of like French, but it's slower, and you can't really put as much pressure on them because of the Kremlin if they go for that. Now, in general, you can go for 2 TC against a lot of these civs, but the way I like to play it is I would rather go trade than 2 TC. So any game where you can go for trade, you can also go for town center. So you can go 2 TC against China, Jushi, Abbasid. You can even go against French or in a mirror. You can also go 2 TC against HRE and OTD. You can go 2 TC against English. You can go 2 TC against Ottoman, Rus. But I just prefer trading because it puts more pressure on your opponent to do something immediately. Yeah, that's it. That was the last how to play X Civ like a pro. I hope you guys learned something new. I hope you got some insight in how to play JD a little bit more. The next one, I kind of lied. I said the series is over of how to play whatever like a pro. But I'm still going to do how to play 2 versus 2 like a pro. So there's that coming. I don't know when I'm going to make it, but I'll make it at some point. we will see. Anyway, if you're watching on YouTube, thanks so much for watching. Check me out on Twitch. I'm probably live right now. If you're watching on Twitch, let's keep going, brothers.